if you do what you love and you do what you're good at, and you set up a business based on that, if you've tried that yourself, chances are that after a few years, you actually started hating that business and everything that has to do with it. And if you wondered why that happens, here is why. Hello there, I'm G.H. Zepley. Welcome to the Quick Win series. So if you've been in self-development for a while, chances are you've seen this diagram many times. It's been created in 2011 by an astrologer and psychologist, Zuzunaga. And so many people, many coaches, many consultants use this to tell their clients that these would show them the path to purpose. But if you've actually tried doing this, something interesting happens. Because if you do what you love and you do what you're good at, and you set up a business based on that, if you've tried that yourself, chances are that after a few years, you actually started hating that business and everything that has to do with it. And if that's you, if you've actually experienced that, let me know in the comments. Say yes. I want to know that we are on the same page. So this diagram is great if you want some quick cash while having fun, but if you try to use it as your blueprint for purpose, it's actually going to make you very miserable in the long run. And this is why. Your purpose is not what you do, it's who you are. Your purpose is to become a greater version of yourself, to integrate all parts of your being and step into your greatest, fullest expression as a human being. And how you then express this in the world in terms of your vocation, your job, is a different story. But your purpose is ultimately becoming that greater version of you. And so if you do what you love and you do what you're good at, it means that you've done these things already in your previous lives. You already have this expertise. And unlike your ego story that loves praise and validation, your soul understands that your time here is limited. And it gets very upset and resentful towards the ego's choices. And this is where that depression comes from. And this is why people start suffocating in those jobs and businesses that they set up out of loving what they do. So don't make this mistake. And here is how to fix it. So instead of doing what you love, do something that scares you. Something that forces you to go outside of your comfort zone, to stretch your limit and grow as a person. And yes, you're going to absolutely love it later on, once you overcome this threshold of fear and insecurity and the feeling of not being good enough, because our purpose is always greater than we are. And so you probably feel that inkling in you, the sense that you're built, you're born for something greater, something that goes way beyond your wildest dreams. And because it seems so grand and so magnificent, many people stall and many people don't have the courage to go forward. And it's actually really well described in my book called The Lightwatch Chronicles. So if you're curious how it happens, go and check it out. And not having a mentor makes things really difficult for people, or not having the right mentor. So once you overcome this threshold of fear, your life just expands. You step into such a different reality that you couldn't even dream of from the standpoint where you are right now. Because to live your purpose, you need to first become the person who can live your purpose and ditch your old ego story and your old limitations and your old view of reality. Adopt a new system of values and a new perception of reality. And then you will feel happy and fulfilled, because that's what your soul needs. Now, this is problematic as well, because if you keep doing on a regular basis something that you're good at, it means that you're not growing, and your soul hates that. So it's going to give you a really hard time. Instead, choose to learn and be challenged. because this is what the universe wants, not just your soul, which is a part of the universe, but the whole universe grows, evolves, and expands. And if you go with the flow of the universe, it's going to support you on your personal path, because the universe works as marketing. If you give the universe what it wants, you can have anything you want. And if you follow them, if you actually connect these two, and you start living your purpose, getting closer to your purpose, then the financial returns will go through the roof, because the world truly values people who are living their truth and who are authentic and who contribute from the place of plenty and the place of their divine origin. So your quick win for today is to understand that if you give the universe what it wants, you can have anything you want. And overcoming your fear and stepping into your purpose will give you the greatest reward. This was J.H. Tapley and the Quick Win series. See you next time.